بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Many people ask us today, why do you guys say that Abbas is the embodiment of loyalty? You guys use the title Wafai Abbas, that he is the most loyal. Loyalty radiates from the name of Abbas. What was it that Hazrat Abbas والسلام, did on the Battle of Karbala on the day of Ashura that resonates the term that he is the embodiment of loyalty? Verily, all the mothers of the Shia, before they introduce Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to their kids, before they introduce Hazrat Imam Ali alayhi salam, before they introduce Imam Hussain alayhi salam to their kids, the first story that a Shia mother tells her children is of Bibi Sakina salamullah alayha and her uncle Hazrat Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam. The day is of Ashura. All of these kids of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's family are thirsty. Some narrations say that they have been thirsty for 3 days. Some narrations say that they have been thirsty for 7 days. It is now the day of Ashura, the day of sadness and tragedy. All the kids have gathered around this one child. Her name is Bibi Sakina Aslamullah alayha. These kids, they knew that there was only one person in the entire camp, in their group, will listen to their pleas for water. And that is Bibi Sakina Aslamullah alayha. That is Bibi Sakina Aslamullah alayha. The hope of these kids is Sakina. And the hope of Sakina Aslamullah alayha is Hazrat Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam. These kids, they come up to Sakina, they say, Bibi, we have been thirsty for days. We haven't drank water. Our throats are dry. The Bibi tells the group of kids, don't worry. My uncle Abbas is there. My uncle Abbas is there to bring us water. My uncle Abbas is there. My Ammu Jan is there to bring us water. Finally, Abbas gets permission from Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wassalam. Imam tells him, Abbas, we are not here to fight. Abbas, you are not here to fight, for I know that if you bring your sword to the battlefield, you will bring the entire cursed army to the pits of hell. Abbas, this is a moment of patience for us. We're not here to fight. Mawla Abbas then travels to the battlefield. He fights the enemy. He only has a spear in his hand. Some narrations state that the spear was broken. He didn't have his sword with him. His main objective was to get the water for their children. And another thing that he had in his hand was the standard, the flag, the standard of Islam, the same standard that was given to him by Hazrat Ali, the same standard that Hazrat Ali ﷺ received from Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in the Battle of Karbala. This was the standard that Hazrat Abbas had with him. With the standard and the broken spear, Abbas heads to the battlefield. He kills all the enemies one by one. He kills the enemies and throws them into the deepest pits of the hellfire. The deepest pits of the hellfire. And then he finally reaches the river. The river's name is Euphrates. In Arabic we call it the Furat River. Reaches the river, gets off of his horse, and the many days thirsty Abbas gets the water in his hands. This is the biggest example that Abbas is the embodiment of loyalty, that he had the water in his hands, he had the water in front of him, but he did not drink the water. He did not drink the water. What he saw in the water, some narration state, was the face of his niece Sakina, the thirsty niece Sakina. He sees the face of Sakina. He says, well, how can I drink this water? He then offers his horse the water. Oh, horse, you have also been thirsty. But his horse was so loyal. His horse turned his face away and he didn't drink the water either. Then Abbas puts the water into the water bag, gets on his horse and starts riding back. And as he's riding back, Skina's telling all these kids that, kids, today your thirst is going to end. My uncle Abbas is going to bring us the water. My uncle Abbas is going to bring us the water. She sees the standard. Skina is filled with joy. Abbas is coming back. But what does Skina see? Sometimes the other falls, sometimes the other gets up. What is happening? So as Abbas was riding back, the enemy said, how if the water reaches the camp of Hussein, the entire thirsty companions of Hussein are going to get stronger more than ever, and they will defeat us all. So why don't we kill Abbas in a treacherous way? Verily, the cursed army then plotted, and while Abbas was going back, from the back they cut off one of his arm. Abbas threw the water bag in his other arm. Then another cursed enemy came, and he cut the other arm of Abbas. Abbas threw the water bag from his hands to his mouth, and as he's riding back, his main goal is that my niece should be able to get the water. But the hope of Abbas, the enemy said, let's break this hope of Abbas. Let's shoot arrows at this water bag. And one by one, they shot arrows at the water bag. Abbas sees the water is dripping from the water bag. Abbas's hope is killed. Then another enemy comes. He shoots an arrow into the eyes of Abbas. Abbas falls from his horse. He gets on the ground and he yells, oh, my brother Hussein, my Mawla. Bibi Sakina sees the alam fall. Bibi Sakina's hope breaks. She says, oh my God, what is happening to me? Why isn't my uncle coming? What is happening? Mawla Hussein sees the battlefield. He hears Abbas calling him. He runs to the battlefield towards his brother. He holds the body of Abbas in his laps. Abbas is in his last moments. Mawla Abbas says, Mawla, please, Aka, do not bring my body to the camp, for verily I cannot tolerate the fact that the water didn't reach. Sakina, Mawla, this is my last will. Aka, do not bring my body back to the camp. Mawla says, Abbas, verily, your entire life you have called me, Mawla, you have called me, Aka. Abbas, for once, just call me. For once, just call me brother. Hazrat Abbas says his last words. He calls Imam Hussain brother, and Abbas goes and meets his Lord.